Good evening, church. Sorry it took me so long to get this video out to you, but I tried it today and had some difficulties and then got distracted. And this is the first time I've had an opportunity to get back. But I want to talk to you about what happened on Saturday of Holy Week in the life of Jesus. And I'm going to read for you the scripture associated with that. It's Luke chapter 23, verses 55 and 56. And it says this: "And the women who had come with him from Galilee followed after, and they observed the tomb and how his body was laid. Then they returned and prepared spices and fragrant oils, and they rested on the Sabbath according to the commandment." You see, if you remember yesterday, Jesus died at 3 p.m. And also, if you remember, the day changes at about 6 p.m. So there's about 3 hours between when Jesus died and when the Sabbath started. So Nicodemus and Joseph of Arimathea went and, Joseph petitioned Pilate for his body, and then the two of them covered it in aloe and wrapped it in linen cloths, and then they put it in Joseph's tomb. And Scripture says that the tomb was not far away. Most likely they did that because of the fact that they were limited on time, and most likely with the intent of moving the body after the Sabbath was over. Now, in doing this, they defiled themselves. To handle a dead body defiled it. In fact, priests were only allowed to do it for their closest family members. But Nicodemus and Joseph of Arimathea, who were both members of the Jerusalem Council and were high-ranking members, chose to defile themselves and not be able to enter the temple on the Sabbath to be able to do this. And then the ladies that it talks about, the women, we know from other Gospels that is Mary, the mother of Jesus, and Mary Magdalene. And so they watched and saw where Jesus was laid. And then they went home and prepared spices and oils, most likely to come back on Monday. Well, we know they were intended to come back on, not Monday, Sunday, right? They were going to come back to the tomb on Sunday and anoint his body with spices and oils. And so what do we take away from this? You know, despite everything that happened and all that Jesus meant to them, and just, you know, the sheer magnitude of things in the week that they have done, when the Sabbath came, they rested in God. They obeyed the commandment and they rested in God on the Sabbath. And we should walk away with that, with something, you know. If these people who were so close to Jesus had so much regard for God to obey his Sabbath, we should have the same kind of spirit about us. So anyway, that's all that happened. That's it. They rested on the Sabbath. And I hope that you had a wonderful day, but tomorrow an even better day. So I love you, church, and I'll see you tomorrow.